This is the brand new Lapierre Pulsium, an endurance bike that has been updated to all-road ready status. Now today, I'm going to give you the ins and outs of the cool new cycling tech found on this model and everything it has to keep you comfortable when you're riding along. The Pulsium was born in 2015, a performance endurance bike for the FDJ pros to ride at the Cobbled Classics, as well as for amateurs who wanted that bit more comfort but not to sacrifice speed. Now, you might hear endurance bike and think, that's a touch traditional, but there's plenty on the Pulsium that keeps it modern, and I'm going to run you through that right now. So let's jump into the beating heart of the bike, which is of course its frame. Now the top end models get something called SAT, which stands for shock absorption technology. Now SAT is an unassuming little black elastomer that would sit here on the bicycle's frame. This is where the seat tubes meet the top tube, which is itself quite an unusual design choice. Usually seat stays would only extend to the seat tube and be kept separate from the top tube. However, Lapierre's extended them for their vibration dampening properties. Now Lapierre says that that little black elastomer is designed to help with vibration dampening, increase vertical comfort while still maintaining rider efficiency. It's not all about cobblestone vibration dampening, however, and Lapierre are keen to say that SAT technology is just as much about maintaining rider comfort over long rides on degraded roads. Now they're also keen to say that little black elastomer only adds 20 grams to the frame's overall weight. However, fear not, all of the vibration dampening good stuff isn't kept only to those top end models. My bike here comes with a 27.2mm seat post and extra skinny and straight seat stays here to help better absorb the shock from the road. Now Lapierre says that the new Pulsium models have an improved 11% vertical compliance when compared to its Sensium bikes, which is the brand's other endurance models. Other cool little details include two 1.5-inch bearings in the head tube to increase the stiffness of the front end, as well as a flusher integration between the head tube and the fork. Elsewhere on the bike, they've built up the bottom bracket. This is what Lapierre calls its power box, and this is supposed to maintain that stiffness from the front end through to the rear end of the bike. Now, a really cool little solution on this bike is this cable management system that Lapierre have got going on here. This works with both mechanical and Di2 cables, and it runs them along the bar and then in underneath the stem and into a channel at the front of the bike. Now we've seen similar solutions to this done on lots of new and recent bikes, and it's just a really nice way to tidy up the front end. However, a word to the wise, it will only work with this Lapierre stem that is on the Pulsium I have here. We all know that an endurance bike's comfort is as much dictated to it by its geometry as it is by the cool technology that's featured in its frame. And I'll start by saying both the Pulsium and the Pulsium SAT models have exactly the same geometry. There's no differentiation here across tiered levels of bikes. Now, the new Pulsium compared to the old Pulsium has a 10mm longer head tube, and overall this gives it an 11mm higher stack. Meanwhile, its top tube is 5mm longer, but Lapierre have accompanied that by taking 5mm out of the stem at the front end. Now, this is something we've seen a lot of brands doing on their endurance bikes, following doing it first on their gravel bikes. And it's a neat little trick that keeps the bike comfortable and keeps its fit the same, but increases the bike's handling by bringing the handlebars closer in to the rider. Comparing the bike to other endurance bike, the Pulsium is pretty much on trend. It has a stack of 584mm in a size large, and that is pretty much equivalent with the Specialized Roubaix and 4mm taller than the Cannondale Synapse. Now it is worth noting that there are going to be two women-specific models across the Pulsium range, but their sizings are a little bit different. The size small in the women's models will come in smaller than the men's extra small. Meanwhile, the large in the women's models will sit bang on the same size as the men's medium. Both of those bikes will come with a women's specific saddle. Speaking of on trend, Lapierre have updated the Pulsium so that it is bike packing ready. And what endurance bike is worth its salt if it can't carry at least a couple of bike bags? Now to do this, Lapierre have increased the bike's tyre clearances, and the disc brake models can carry 35mm tyres at their widest. Now as standard, my bike here comes with 28mm tyres. The new Pulsium range is split into two, and first of all we'll start with the non-SAT equipped bikes. So this starts with the Pulsium 3.0 disc and the Pulsium 3.0 disc women's version. Now this costs £1,799 and comes with a Shimano Tiagra group set and a Ride D19 wheel set. Next up is the bike that I have here, the Lapierre Pulsium 5.0 disc. Now this comes with a Shimano 105 group set, a pair of Shimano RS wheels, and it costs £1,999. The Pulsium SAT range starts with the 5.0 disc that costs £2,499 and comes equipped with the same Shimano 105 group set and Shimano RS wheels. Above that there is the Pulsium 6.0 disc that comes equipped with a Shimano mechanical group set and a pair of DT Swiss E1800 wheels. And then finally at the top there is the Shimano Ultegra Di2 group set equipped Pulsium 7.0 disc that again comes with the same DT Swiss E1800 wheels. So there you go, the brand new Lapierre Pulsium endurance bike. What do you think? Well, let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back soon with some more great tech content. I'll see you then.